Good morning, investors. Today's chart of the day is going to be a video of the day. Maybe we'll just do this further to explain the charts. So I had a client ask me about Bitcoin the other day, and I hadn't talked about Bitcoin for a while. So here it is. Here's a chart of the Bitcoin price. It's a 3-year chart from our friends from White Charts. And you can see this meteoric ride. I'm going to change this to a 5-year chart. So we were down here in the hundreds, and then we rose to 19,000, if you recall, back about 2.5 years ago. So I'm going to cut this back to a 3-year chart. And they asked about Bitcoin and some of the other cryptocurrencies. So here we got the top competitors, Ethereum and Litecoin for Bitcoin. So I'm going to change this chart to a percentage change. So you can see how they all bounced up in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency madness, and then you saw a sell-off here. But since then, over the last 3 years, Bitcoin is actually positive over a 3-year return, up 270%, where the other ones are flat. And what I basically wanted to point out was, and I'm going to switch this to a picture right now, is when we look at these peaks for Bitcoin, right now you're forming lower highs and even lower lows. So that's not particularly a good sign. Same thing for these other cryptos. You're forming lower highs, lower tops. And so that's a long downward trend. Now you had a little spike on the way up. So we were forming lower lows through here, and then you broke that pattern, but now we're forming lower lows again. So what we want to look from a technical standpoint, because Bitcoins are basically currency, they tend to trade on technicals. And so as long as Bitcoin is making lower lows, I would probably stay away from it. If it does breach some of these new highs, or if it breaches this point right here, then perhaps it's a spot to get back in and the momentum players will get back in. But at the end of the day, I would stay clear of any of Bitcoin's competitors, because if it's a currency, you want to use it for its adoption rate. And true to its form, Bitcoin has at least shown some value here, where the other cryptocurrencies have degraded over time and really only been valuable during its heyday. So stick to Bitcoin. If it does get some wide-scale adoption, then perhaps we're going to see another rally. For now, I would steer clear of it, just because it doesn't look like it's really getting any attention. However, if we do see a weakness of the dollar, then what you're going to see is possibly people flying into Bitcoin. You'll see them flying into gold as well, because it acts as a currency hedge. So it could offer you some principal protection if we do get some inflation with respect to the US dollar. So that's probably down the road, but stay tuned. This is Stuart Cruz, Cruz Asset Management, and your chart of the day.